the fascinating world of cows? Cows, scientifically known as Bos taurus, are among the most significant domesticated animals in human history. Revered, utilized, and sometimes debated, cows play a multifaceted role in societies worldwide. From their biological adaptations to their cultural symbolism, economic contributions, and environmental implications, cows are far more than mere livestock. This essay explores the diverse dimensions of cows, highlighting their importance to humanity and the challenges associated with their presence in modern ecosystems. Cows are large, herbivorous mammals belonging to the Bovidae family, which also includes goats, sheep, and buffalo. They are ruminants, meaning they have a unique digestive system with 4 stomach compartments: the rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. This complex system allows cows to break down fibrous plant material such as grass through a process called rumination, where they chew cud to aid digestion. This adaptation enables cows to thrive on diets that other animals might find indigestible, making them highly efficient converters of plant biomass into energy. Physically, cows vary in size and appearance depending on their breed. Dairy breeds like Holsteins are leaner with large udders for milk production, while beef breeds such as Angus are stockier and more muscular. On average, cows weigh between 1,000 to 1,800 pounds and have a lifespan of about 18 to 22 years, though many are slaughtered earlier for meat or retired from dairy production. Their large, expressive eyes and calm demeanor often endear them to humans, contributing to their cultural significance. Cows are social animals, forming complex hierarchies within herds. They communicate through vocalizations, body language, and even facial expressions, displaying a level of emotional intelligence that has been increasingly recognized in scientific studies. For instance, research has shown that cows can recognize individual humans and other cows, form bonds, and experience emotions like stress or contentment. Cows hold a profound place in the cultural and spiritual fabric of many societies. In India, cows are considered sacred in Hinduism, symbolizing wealth, fertility, and motherhood. They are associated with deities like Krishna, who is often depicted as a cowherd, and are protected under laws in several Indian states. The reverence for cows extends to practical traditions, such as using cow dung and urine in Ayurvedic medicine and organic farming. In other cultures, cows symbolize abundance and sustenance. In ancient Egypt, the goddess Hathor was often depicted with cow-like features representing nurturing and motherhood. In pastoral African societies such as the Maasai, cattle are a measure of wealth and social status, often used in ceremonies and as bride wealth. Even in Western cultures, cows are iconic in folklore and media, from nursery rhymes like "Hey Diddle Diddle" to modern advertisements featuring happy, cartoonish cows. This cultural reverence underscores the deep bond between humans and cows, forged over millennia of domestication. Since their domestication around 10,000 years ago in regions like the Fertile Crescent, cows have been integral to human survival, providing food, labor, and materials. Economically, cows are a cornerstone of global agriculture. The dairy industry relies on cows for milk, which is processed into products like cheese, butter, yogurt, and ice cream. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization, or FAO, global milk production reached approximately 906 million tons in 2020, with cows contributing the vast majority. Major dairy-producing countries include India, the United States, and the European Union. The beef industry is equally significant. Beef is a primary protein source in many diets, with global consumption projected to increase as populations grow and incomes rise. In 2021, the global beef market was valued at over $300 billion, with countries like Brazil, the United States, and Australia leading production. Beyond meat and milk, cows provide byproducts like leather, gelatin, and tallow, used in industries ranging from fashion to pharmaceuticals. Cows also contribute to agriculture through their role in traditional farming systems. In many developing countries, cows serve as draft animals, pulling plows and carts, and their dung is a valuable fertilizer and fuel source. These contributions make cows indispensable to smallholder farmers, particularly in regions with limited access to mechanized equipment. However, the economic benefits of cow farming come with challenges. Intensive farming practices, particularly in industrialized nations, raise concerns about animal welfare, environmental degradation, and public health. These issues have sparked debates about sustainable practices and the ethics of large-scale livestock production. The environmental footprint of cows is a topic of growing concern. Cattle farming is a significant contributor to greenhouse gas emissions, particularly methane, a potent gas produced during rumination. The FAO estimates that livestock, including cows, account for about 14.5% of global anthropogenic greenhouse gas emissions. Deforestation for pastureland and feed crop production further exacerbates environmental impacts, contributing to biodiversity loss and soil degradation. So, water usage is another critical issue. Producing just 1 kilogram of beef can require up to 15,000 liters of water, including what's needed for feed crops, drinking water, and processing. This really high water footprint puts a strain on regions that are already facing water scarcity. Plus, runoff from cattle farms can lead to water pollution, as manure and fertilizers end up contaminating rivers and groundwater. Despite these challenges, innovations in cattle farming do offer hope for sustainability. For example, rotational grazing, where cows are moved between pastures to prevent overgrazing, can actually improve soil health and help sequester carbon. There are also advances in feed additives like seaweed supplements that have shown promise in reducing methane emissions. And integrating agroforestry with cattle farming can enhance biodiversity and help reduce deforestation, which is pretty encouraging. The rise of ethical concerns about animal welfare has prompted a lot of scrutiny of cattle farming practices. Factory farming, where cows are confined in tight spaces and subjected to pretty intensive milking or fattening regimes, has drawn criticism from animal rights advocates. Practices such as dehorning and early calf separation are especially contentious, since they can cause a lot of stress and pain for the animals. In response, alternative farming models such as organic and pasture-based systems are gaining popularity. These systems prioritize animal welfare, allowing cows to graze freely and live in more natural conditions. Consumer demand for ethically produced dairy and beef has also driven certifications like grass-fed and humane, reflecting a shift toward more responsible consumption. Socially, cows remain a vital part of rural communities. In many developing nations, owning cattle provides economic security and social standing. However, the global shift toward urbanization and plant-based diets is reshaping attitudes toward cows. Veganism and environmental activism have led some to advocate for reduced cattle farming, citing both ethical and ecological reasons. Cows are far more than simple farm animals. They are a cornerstone of human civilization, woven into our biology, culture, economy, and environment. Their ability to convert inedible plants into valuable resources has sustained societies for millennia, while their cultural significance continues to inspire reverence and debate. However, the challenges of modern cattle farming, environmental degradation, ethical concerns, and resource intensity call for a re-evaluation of how we integrate cows into our world. By embracing sustainable practices and respecting the intrinsic value of these remarkable animals, humanity can ensure that cows remain a positive force in our shared future. Whether grazing in a lush pasture or symbolizing abundance in cultural narratives, cows will undoubtedly continue to shape our lives in profound ways.